Righto, Border Barrels. We're back. We were gone for a week. Can't remember where everyone was, but we couldn't do it.
Max gone. I was at the birthplace of footy.
Oh!
Birthplace of modern footy.
Yeah.
Hungary.
Yeah.
I was at the footy.
Home of the Danahers.
Yeah.
The Hawks and the Eagles. Yeah, I didn't know about the Big Sharon. And I
Yeah,
copped it
no.
for that.
So Sarah said he's no longer the biggest footy fan on the podcast.
Yeah, it's now me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, very good.
That's fair. But who's the
Because
biggest
you
beer
knew
fan?
about it though, didn't you, Simon?
I did. I was
see?
aware.
One up.
Really?
I'm from Wagga, though, so I know. I'm aware
okay.
of that sort
Do
of
you
stuff.
know where Hungary is?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. No, it's...
Other people from Wagga I know didn't.
Really? Oh, okay.
I guess it's kind of, in the grand scheme of things, middle of nowhere.
You know, or Ardlethen is another one that people don't know where it is.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, well, it's there.
I've only been to Hungary once. Calm down.
I remember I went to some sort of festival in Ardlethen and I ate a burger and got food poisoning.
What
So-
kind of festival?
A food poisoning
Food
festival?
poisoning festival.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad you said it.
Not sure. Yeah. Anyway,
I hope it's better than Splendor.
we're here drinking a couple. Oh God, we're here drinking a couple of beers in honour to those people that are in Splendor that are swimming their way through the weekend.
Watch a Jack Harlow from the pool that wasn't there before.
Goodness sake. So yeah, we're going to drink a few beers. We're going to tell you about them. We got some news as well, I believe. So yeah, that's it. Breaking news. I don't know. What do you want to get into first? Huddo's got a cracker down that end.
Yeah, well, mine's back onto the GABS bandwagon.
Yep.
Where'd I put the can? You've got the can.
There you go.
You've been kissing the rim.
I have.
Ooh,
Goodness.
that's a very different podcast.
Let me have a sip before I go into my review.
Didn't
Yes.
hear the lip smacking at that time.
Portello is what I taste. So this is Bad Shepherd Brewing Co.'s Portello Jelly Cream Sour Ale that they brewed for GABS. It is a 7% beer. So what's that standard drinks wise? 2.4 standard drinks in a 440ml can there. I like that this one gives the IBU. So IBU is 10
Okay.
because the higher the number,
The more
the
bitter.
darker it is, I believe. Or
is it-
yeah, it could be bitterness. IBU.
International Bitterness Unit. Nah, I don't know.
It is something.
International Bitterness Unit.
Oh, there you go.
Hey.
There you go. So the higher it is, the more bitter it is. Syme is 2 for none.
Yeah.
He knew the big footy and he knows his beer.
Smashing it.
We are nothing on this
on it.
podcast without
Smashing
Syme.
So you just needed a week off for general soreness.
Yeah, I
and you're
did, yes.
back.
I
Hamstring
did.
awareness.
Hamstring awareness, exactly.
So yeah, getting back into the beer. Inspired by the classic flavours of Portello soft drink and port wine jelly, this decadent cream sour is bursting with fruity grape and berry goodness with just the right amount of vanilla. Juicy and thirst-quenchingly good. Now, after my massive rant on why sours suck, for 2 podcasts in a row, I've drunk sours. But this goes along with my rule of the higher the percentage, the better
I was
it
going to
is.
suggest exactly that.
Yeah, so...
But that's got more, because you let all of us have a bit of a sip of it before we started recording.
each from our own vessels.
Yep. Of our own vessels. And I noticed that at first sip, I thought, oh, I know this is 7%, but is it a bit thin? And then realised that all the flavours come out after. So they've actually balanced it out really, really well. And the Portello, I got last. I don't know. If
Well, you
that
get
was the
like
same for you.
an initial almost like, Hubba Bubba grape, like
Yep.
that fake
Yep.
grape flavour.
Yep.
Purple, tastes like purple.
Tastes like purple.
In the wise words of Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
Tastes like purple. And yeah, so you get that, and then the vanilla and the Portello and that kind of flavour kind of hits more in the throat, like the back of the mouth than the front of the mouth.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's very good.
I learnt that at the Guinness
Oh, yeah. There you go.
brewery when I was there. They talked about like the front, middle and back of the mouth tastes.
That is one thing about this whole beer game. There's too much to know.
Yeah, and
You'll never know it all.
so beer, it's like in my eyes, it's similar to the NFL, in that if you talk to someone that doesn't know beer, they're like, oh, that sucks. It's the same with NFL. If you talk to people that don't understand NFL, they're like, NFL sucks. It's like, but if you understand it, beer and NFL, they're both enjoyable.
Well, there you go. Bit of backstory. Now, Portello. I love Portello, always have.
Yeah.
I was thinking who originally did it because, and this is my small-mindedness about this. I thought Kirk's Portello was probably...
What about that place in
Or Shelley's,
Echuca?
I believe it was.
Shelley's.
It was Shelley's and then it changed to Kirk's. I thought it might have been the originator, but do you want to know where it came from?
Echuca.
Oh, is it Bilson's?
A grape-flavoured soft drink named Portello was manufactured by Jubilee Ice and Soda Works in Uganda in the late 1940s.
There you go.
It was said to be more popular in Basoga than drinks produced by Coca-Cola and Pepsi. Fanta Portello is currently sold by the Coca-Cola company in Sri Lanka.
Fanta Portello.
So it's been around for a bloody long time. And also,
Yeah.
if you're trying to figure out, like, Portello, like, what is Portello, it's definitely grape.
Yeah. Isn't it funny that like
Is grape soda in America? I haven't been. You guys have. Is that what it is?
I
Just a
haven't
different
had
name.
it.
Because I hear grape soda.
Yeah.
Is it that what Portello
Purple water
is?
drink.
Well,
Yes.
it just says here grape drinks.
Yeah.
Sweetened drinks with a grape flavour and a deep purple colour. They may be carbonated or not. I feel like reading that they're Portello has that grape aspect, whereas grape drink feels like it's really grapey.
Yeah, well, I think you'll find if you spin the bottle around, it is the most the sugary drink of them all.
But I was just going to say how interesting it is. Like you said, in Sri Lanka, they do the like Fanta, Coca-Cola do the Portello over there. But like maybe we had a too big a market, and Coca-Cola was like, don't worry about doing Portello in Australia.
Yeah, not too sure.
Because it was the same in like in Brazil, like they're super big on guarana berries, but as a juice rather than adding all the energy stuff that's in like Red Bull and V and stuff. And they like Coca-Cola do like a guarana soft drink and stuff like that. So it's kind of weird. Like you see Coca-Cola guarana and you're like, why can't I get that? Because it's delicious, by the way.
Delicious.
When I was over there, I lived off any guarana flavored drink.
Yeah. No, it's good stuff. What do you got, Gratz?
Just last thing on the grape drink. We talk about fruits and which fruits we like and which ones we don't, because that's part of the beer journey.
Yep.
I love any beer or soft drink or juice with grape. Don't like grapes.
Yeah, okay. Like you wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't eat a red grape by choice.
I don't like green grapes or any coloured grapes,
Green
except
grapes?
for the drinks. I like all the drinks that are grape.
Wine? Do you like wine? The most grapey drink?
Yeah, I like red wines
Yeah. But like,
predominantly.
I think the difference would be that like when you taste mango in a beer, it tastes mango-y, whereas like the taste of grape is almost artificial.
Yeah.
It's like I don't mind eating a banana, but like banana paddle pops are way better.
Yeah.
It's that like artificial
Like
banana
banana bread.
flavour. Yeah, banana bread's good. Like anything with banana is good.
Yeah.
But like that artificial flavour, because it's like sweet.
Yeah.
Like in beer, the grape's almost like, you can't describe it because it's not grape.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably right.
It's purple.
No,
It tastes like purple.
And it's funny. So I like Portello. I like red wine. Don't like red grapes. Love green grapes. Don't like white wine.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah, I'd prefer not to drink white wine, but if I were to eat a grape, they'd be green grapes. Yeah, I much prefer red wine.
Anyway, we'll keep moving. What do you got, Gratz?
I've got Nomad Brewing Co. Jet Lag Double Dry Hopped IPA, and this is part of their series.
Yep.
I've had a few of these before. They do a lot of different series. They do the art series, which we had a couple of
Yeah, I
those,
think
and didn't get all of them.
I think they're doing a new one again, like a 2022 art series.
They love their series, but this is a Lotus single hop edition. Now, the timing of Huddo leaving the podcast space isn't great, because I was about to ask him to fire up the Google machine, because the hell is Lotus hop?
Well,
That might be worth looking. I haven't seen Lotus hop on
Isn't
anything
it that
before.
new show? Oh no, that's White Lotus. Lotus US hops offer exceptional aromatic characteristics. No, now I've lost it. Good.
in the meantime, where's Nomad from?
They're from Sydney. I think they
Like
will be.
Manly area.
Oh,
Usually they've got it.
Yeah,
Brookvale.
okay.
yeah, there you go.
Brookie.
Brookvale.
Brookvale also, so they have like Four Pines,
Yeah.
Nomad, One Drop, Dad and Dave's.
Jeez, a bit going on up there.
Yeah.
That'd be a road trip.
But yeah, so back to Lotus Hop, sorry. Yeah, exceptional aromatic characteristics boasting waves of orange and vanilla followed by notes of candied grape and tropical fruit aromas.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely that. There's like a bit of a I don't know if grassiness is the right word, but there's something in there as well. But it's quite nice. It's a 440ml can. It's 6.5%, so that comes in at 2.2 standard drinks. So not a absolute banger that will destroy your whole afternoon if you didn't want it to. But Jetlag's latest evolution is the single hop series to showcase our favourite hops. Each brew is double dry hopped with a different exciting hop to maximise aromas and flavour extraction. Then loaded up with oats for a smooth, juicy mouthful and hazy appearance. Just a nice IPA.
Jeez.
Don't let me
You wanted to throw it
dropping
away.
the can suggest that I don't enjoy it or that it has belted me like I said that it probably wouldn't. It's quite nice. Had the jet lags before. As I mentioned, a couple of different series. The one I had in the art series last year from Nomad, I don't think you liked, was the cucumber and mint pale.
No, I didn't.
I thoroughly enjoyed that on a hot summer's day, sitting outside under the fan on the deck. But thanks Nomad. This is good, and this was actually purchased at First Choice Liquor, suggesting that anyone listening to this, if you've got a First Choice in your area, it should be quite easy to buy.
Yeah, and get around it.
If that sounds interesting to you.
Before you go, Simon, I'd like to make a very quick apology and say that one drop's actually from Botany, not Brookvale. So
Just in case there's some sort of rivalry
Well,
there
they're
between the
bees
two.
in Sydney.
no, so if you guys can see my screen, the viewers can't, but I might put it up there if I can be bothered putting it into the video. Hint, I won't be. But you can see
Just imagine it.
Nomad, Buckety's Brewing Co., Seventh Day, Dad and Dave's, and Four Pines are pretty much all within a block and a half of each other.
Yeah.
So that's a pub crawl.
Speaking of ruining your afternoon,
Yeah, bloody nice.
and I have a story, I can give it to you all after you do your beer or before. It just talks about heavy beers that ruin your evening.
Okay, we'll keep moving.
Yeah,
I'll
we'll do
this
that
and we
before
can
the
move
news.
on. Very good. So I'm also continuing my drinking journey of the GABS box. Still, I've got one more to go, maybe two more.
Jeez, you're taking your time.
Yeah, I am one
You
at a
get a couple.
time. So this one, Little Bang Brewing, Face Berzerker, double citrus super sour. So it's an 8%er, and it is absolutely delicious.
Very, very super sour.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say super sour. It tastes like it's sort of like the Hope sort of Sunny Boy sort of
fuck.
situation. So it's delicious, and I kind of feel it was like we spoke about the Atomic Lemon Whip with the
Quip, yes.
whip with the meringue in there. I feel like this is how we thought it tasted. Like we were a bit pissed by then. This is how we thought that tasted. Like
That was
this,
the first hour of the night too.
yeah. This is delicious. This is fantastic. I want nothing more from it.
First hour of the night, but our 10th drink.
Yeah.
I took
It's
that.
great.
We've had Little Bang in the news a little bit
Yep.
recently on the podcast, but they do great stuff still. I took that a couple of weeks ago to my brother's house for dinner, and he enjoys a sour, and he'd never had an Imperial sour. Let him have some of that, and then he messaged me a little while after and said, "You've got to. What was the name of that sour again? I just have to buy it all the time." And I said, "Limited edition in a GABS pack. I'm
Yeah.
not sure, but
Yeah.
we'll do our best to try and find similar ones or get Little Bang to brew it all the time."
Yep, and I went into Dan's the other day. I'm not too sure if they still have any in our local Dan's, but they are still available online. So make sure you get it and try some new beers, particularly if you're.
Well, you can buy the GABS pack at Dan still, I reckon. Is that what you said?
You've done a Simo.
Yeah, I wasn't listening.
You've done a Simo.
I was preparing for my story and
Yeah.
also talking about how when I talk about sour things, I sweat in weird places. Like under my eyes, like in my eye socket, I get real sweaty under here.
I thought that was
What
mascara.
is there anything to that? Oh,
Nah.
If we Google that, it'd be like,
I just get
Death.
real sweaty,
Brain tumor.
real sweaty under, in my eye socket and
Yeah.
just above my hairline.
Okay.
Like not there.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
So when you have a sour,
Like when I think about it.
Right.
Like when I talk about Hope Sours, my mouth starts watering and I get real sweaty.
it's right. Well, yeah, that might be. I don't know. We might have to look into
Health
that. and cover
concern.
that.
Hang on,
Yeah.
that's still not the strangest
Can
place.
someone
you can sweat.
call in and diagnose me?
Yeah, might have to.
We had to do a recovery session at the river this morning, and I have a pain reaction to anything that's too cold.
Yeah.
My top half of my body was sweating while my feet were exploding from not being able to deal with how cold the water was.
Yeah, right.
Is that normal? That can't be normal.
I don't know.
I'm so cold, I'm sweating.
Yeah, I don't know. Just,
Yeah.
Well, maybe
I
it's,
need help.
Maybe it's stress sweat.
Well, yeah, it was because I know.
Yeah, very good.
Well,
anyway,
it's probably your body fighting to regulate your temperature as well, though. Like you need to sit in a certain level
Yeah.
before you either get too cold that it can't heat up. So your body's probably sweating to make yourself hotter. But that's kind of intuitive because when you're hot, you sweat so that the sun wicks the water away and cools you.
I was the only one too. I reckon there's something wrong with me. But just like you, drinking a sour.
There might be. Well, I don't have
compare
anything
yourself to
further
me.
on that, but as I was saying, go down to Dan Murphy's and see if that pack's still available, particularly if you're
Also
used to
available
drinking,
at Dan's.
Also available at Dan's. If you're used to drinking like normal beer and you want to branch out, that's probably, you're branching all the way to the end, but if you do grab those, you will taste some different styles. So that's all I've got.
Okay. Just a quick story. I had Thursday night. I had a couple of beers in the fridge. I was like, I want to have some stouts. It was cold. I was keen on it. And I ended up having 2 beers. I probably had a third one. Can't remember. That's how badly.
Okay.
The first 2 got to me. So it was $40 worth of beer. I'd just like to mention in 2 beers.
Yep.
So I had the 1 drop toasted marshmallow and salted caramel pecan mud cake Imperial pastry stout.
I'm glad I didn't know that existed.
So that's a $21 beer. That's a 10.9% beer. I think that came in at roughly 3.8 standard drinks.
I would have sliced the can open and started licking the inside.
Lick the bowl.
Yeah.
Oh, why isn't someone called like one of those Imperial stouts Lick the Bowl? That's a great name.
Anyway.
Sometimes marketing people just aren't as good as us.
Yeah, that's right.
And then the other beer I had was the 1 drop, the Big Bad Wolf Nitro Imperial Stout, which is a 10% stout that I think I got for $19. So there's your 40, and that was roughly 3.4 standard drinks. So $40, 7.2 standard drinks on a Thursday night. And
How was Friday?
Friday morn was a tough morn.
Yeah, tough morn.
But Friday afternoon, we're back.
You're back on it.
Yeah.
That's okay.
It's good though because I work not outside but not inside, so it's like it's an open area.
Yeah, if you
essentially. It's got a roof but it's open. So when I get to work at 7:30 in Albury at the moment, has been close to negative.
Yeah.
So that'll freshen you up real quick.
Yeah.
Had the top half sweats, as Zach would say.
Yeah,
The
under
top
your
half
eyes.
sweat.
So cold, I got the top half sweats.
Good stuff.
Just before we go off that, I won't go into it too much because Simmo will be having this beer on the podcast soon. But I messaged him, non-fan of red IPAs,
Oh, the
which
sauce.
we may have mentioned
how
about
could I
Simmo
forget?
not enjoying red IPAs before, but the 6-string brewing quadruple red IPA that comes in at a whopping 14%.
In a little 330ml can.
4 standard drinks in a 335ml can. I had on
And
Monday
that's
night.
how Simo's day ends.
Well, I had it on Monday night. I was away all weekend, didn't really get to have a beer. I thought I'm going to have one on a Monday and love a good red IPA. And basically, I messaged Simon directly with a hack for him to drink this beer. So we're looking forward. No, he messaged back and said, is it sink pour? I said, no. Honestly, I've got you covered. And it'll either be next week or the week after when the GABS pack is finishing that he'll be having it. So let's just say it didn't ruin my entire night, but the next morning I had to tell people I had one 335ml can of beer and I was semi-hungover.
People don't know what we're talking about when we tell them stuff like that, do they?
Nah.
And they they'll pick up some beers that I've purchased and have a look at them. They're like, 3.8 standard drinks. What the fuck is this?
Please
This
nurse
bloody
it.
vodka.
Yeah.
But that beer I mentioned, so the 6-string from the GABS pack, an hour 45 it took me to drink it. But when I say took me, that was on purpose, and we look forward to. We might have to actually start the podcast an hour after we arrive when you're going to have that, so you can just sip it for a while till we start, and then you can let us know at the end.
Or we just do the first half and then we wait an hour and then we get back on and like, your boy Bo.
Bilbo.
Bilbo Barrels.
Bilbo's barrels.
Anyway, sorry, I digress. Hudson has some beer news.
Yeah, so we are keen on the local beer scene. So just a quick one, King River have a couple of new brews. You can pick them up at Lane Cellars.
Yep.
There is a Roggenbock, I think they called it, very banana-y if you like that.
Oh, I do.
So that's a Belgium style or the
It's like
Oktoberfest
they
style.
created it. Apparently, it's like a mad scientist
A
situation.
lot of those Bavarian beers have the banana sort of.
Yeah, it's
do.
like the
don't they?
wheaty. And then they also have this like an oatmeal stout, which was interesting. But the thing I wanted to talk about, we've mentioned a few times, is the Thirsty Devil opening in Albury. We've seen big plans. If
Yeah.
you follow them on Instagram, there's some progress being made. Still in their description, opening spring 2022. So for those playing at home, that is the 1st of September to the 30th of November.
Thank you.
I
Thank you. I wouldn't have known that.
I reckon that's a Christmas party venue.
I mentioned that because I Googled it because I didn't know when spring was.
Yeah.
And by didn't know, I was like rough. I had good areas, but not on the handkerchief as Pat Cummins always does.
Yes.
But I did a little bit of digging and I have found their application for a producer wholesale license with drink on premises authorisation that they submitted to the New South Wales government.
Oh. This
Simon
just
got a
in.
message.
This just in. No, was it?
What was it?
Was it me?
Hang on, are we not allowed to talk about anything to do with the government?
No, it was
Yes.
that's you because
No,
it's plugged into you.
that was the government.
Oh fuck! They're
it's a-
listening to us.
That's 100% the government.
You got an email
If we
from
all-
the government.
Died tragically during the week in separate incidents, you'll know that someone was listening.
Yes. Anyway, sorry, Hud.
Sorry
It's
for
hard to get back on
receiving an
track.
email. Sorry, I should have told everyone.
Oh,
They could have sent me an email not to. But yeah, so they have submitted this and it's been approved. Good news for all. And their trading hours are listed on the application, which was an interesting one for me because when they're open is always a discussion point for various things. We know coffee shops, we do not like their opening hours often. Because they open and close at times that are not conducive to normal person life.
There's weird coffee shops that are open 9 till 3 Monday to Friday.
What are you talking about?
Who are you selling to?
This is a hobby for you, isn't it?
But anyway, so they have a producer/wholesaler online sales section, which Monday to Saturday is open 10 a.m. to midnight, Sunday 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. So I don't know what that means, like why that matters, because
Cannot load page any other time.
yeah, like if I go onto the website at 1 a.m, it's like
Well, they can't pack it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can. I think
Yeah.
that's probably
they're
what
packing
it is.
at those times. But they also have the producer/wholesale direct takeaway and tasting times, which are exactly in line with their DOPA. Would that be dine on premises or drink on premises?
Maybe.
Indoor/outdoor. Thursday 4 till 9 p.m. Friday to Saturday 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. So you can start nice and early. And then Sunday 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. A few days off. That's a working week that Zach could get around. Monday to Thursday off.
I'll tell you what. The
Monday to Wednesday off.
early
sorry.
start's underrated.
Yeah, well, like there's a lunch market.
Yeah.
And people like myself, and I assume Zach, their lunch times fluctuate based on their child's activities, whether that be when they sleep or genuine activities like swimming classes, I guess.
Yeah.
But
anything.
yeah, so lunch moves around and can go before 12, which may surprise most hospitality venues.
Yes.
So yeah, 11 a.m.'s nice. I might go there, get a big stout, and wreck my morning.
Yeah, well,
But
Doesn't even wreck my afternoon.
I wonder if anyone from Thirsty Devil is listening. When it says 11,
anyone's listening.
when it says 11 a.m., can you guys just make sure you put on social media or your menu that what time the food service starts? Because
Yeah.
there's nothing worse than, oh look, that venue's open. Thank goodness, my son needs nuggets and chips, and you go in there at 11:35. Oh no, we don't sell any food until 12. But do you want a beer? No, I want food.
Well, and then I'll be there and be like, well, I want a beer.
That's
Yeah.
fine. That is fine. But you know,
I reckon
if
I
you
can one up.
Yeah.
I can one up that. Going to a venue where the kitchen's open, but the kitchen is only doing chips,
Oh yes.
Yeah.
and it's like, well, no,
Just
I'd
tell
like
us.
food. There's, yeah, like if you're open and doing a place did chips and pizza, no mains, and it's like, well, do mains.
I wanted wings.
Yeah, like
Just let us know. If you tell us in advance, then we know it's not anyone's fault in that case.
Now, I think we're airing some frustration that doesn't have anything to do with this particular...
Not this venue. No,
No.
I think they'll be fine.
Well, not yet. Anyway, we hold high hopes.
Yeah, no, it'll be good. No, I'm really looking forward to that.
Well, it just
Ripper.
gives more options in Albury. We're a little bit starved for cool. Well, we don't have a brewery
Yeah.
unless you want to drive 30 minutes out to
Well,
Beechworth.
there is Albury Brew House. However, like we sort of went there a couple of times when they
No.
opened, and no, it's just like I
Sorry.
think a bit out. They're a bit out of sight, out of mind. It's just the way they're attached to the big dog commercial club down
Well,
there.
yeah,
You just sort of don't think about them that much.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, it'll be really cool. What's interesting though is if you think about Albury, like within the main area, there's probably 5-6 pubs. In West Wyalong, there's 5 pubs in the main street. It's wild.
It's commonplace.
Yeah,
Coolaman, Coolaman, not quite 5, but there's a couple of pubs there, and there's like not many people there.
3
at all.
people.
Yeah.
And they all work at the pubs.
Yeah.
One per pub.
Anyway, but we're excited about this because, Albury is a bloody good joint. We need more people to come here. Also, the site where it is in South Albury, that's really coming up at the moment.
Untapped market.
Yeah, it is. And
in the little warehouse district.
And dare I say that South Albury is sort of gentrifying.
Absolutely.
Because, there's a lot of
the
little...
Brooklyn of Albury.
There's a few little workers' cottages that are getting picked up not very cheaply down there. But it is close to everything. It's actually closer to everything than North Albury is. Yeah. I've seen a bit of that happening, so that's exciting for the town, really. It means, more money's coming in and things are good.
More beers for us.
Yeah. Any other news? You don't have to. If you don't have any other news, that's fine.
No, not really.
Okay, very good.
But you don't have to have any news, but if you don't, we'll speak about it afterwards.
Yes, we will.
Yeah.
Anyway, we might end it there. So, what a way to end it.
Send us a message.
Yeah, send us a bloody message.
Because I've decided if you send us a message, anyone, we will send you a beer.
Yeah, and George, I hope you like that beer that you sent. You should send in a review or some comments or something like that. Cool.
You don't get to.
And the dryer is done.
Oh, yeah, the dryer is finally done.
For all Sarahs out there.
It's done dry hopping.
That was pretty funny. All right, catch us later.